Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a request that had been asked for me to do, and it's about EXO's comeback. I think that very soon they're having their comeback, and some subscriber wanted me to check their energies, how this is going to go for the boys. Actually, not the boys, the men. So let's dive in a little bit into the tarot, what the tarot has to say about it. So the card that we got is the card of the Temperance, the Ten of Wands, the King of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun. So they're really like struggling with keeping some kind of balance. I think that they they had been through a lot of changes, a lot of modifications, a lot of unexpected news, and I think that also each of them has their own inner battle. Each of them has their own personal issues. So I think that they definitely are doing this from a place of actually trying to be rational about it, trying to be as productive as possible, and also that also with the goal to actually make money or try to make their career as successful and relevant as possible. I think that I don't know about their individual schedules, but I have the feeling that some of them, if not all of them, the members that are involved in this new comeback and the promotion, are really like juggling different gigs or different activities or different lifestyles. So I think that definitely there's not like a union, like this very like heart to heart union. I think like it's more like a business gathering or something like to be like, okay, what's my part, what do I do about it, a very intellectual kind of dynamic. But it's not because they don't care about each other. It's just that they they had grown, they had they had experienced so many different things when it comes to their own personal life and their own personal journey. So it's like when they meet, there's this bit of awkwardness, like they really put the effort to try to maintain a certain stability when it comes to seeing each other often or talking to each other often. They really are trying to keep the remain of what's the group. They are trying to keep it intact and very stable, but they do not relate to each other like they used to, because probably some of them, I don't know, are involved in different projects. Others are, I don't know, into relationships. Maybe others have like a different lifestyle. So I think that the probably the only subject or the only theme that actually gets them together, it's to talk about music, which is something that is very liberating for them, because I also don't see like they don't want to sing anymore, and they just want to retire. I actually don't see them like that. I actually think that also this coming back with new material, it's a way to also reconnect with their own individuality. I think that some of them definitely are struggling when it comes to their personal lives. So to go back to work, so to speak, to go back and do their role as artists, it's a way of also reconnect with their purpose, their individual purpose, not just being a family member, or not just being part of a relationship, or not just be part of another group. I don't know. So I think that it's if this allows them to connect with their roots, but at the same time, I cannot deny that the energies at first look a bit forced, and also a bit awkward at first, because I don't see a lot of cups. I don't see actually. No, the only card that I see that it's that is very emotional, probably, is the first card, that is a card of the Temperance. That it means um, that they definitely are trying to keep their bond alive. They definitely are trying, but I think that each of them, I think that the members that are still in the group, some of them are very intellectual, and others are very rational, and others are very goal orientated. So it's like these three energies, but it's like they're lacking one member that has to bring the emotion to the group. I think that the ones that remain are not very emotional. So it's like there's an element of feeling here, of sentiment. So I see them, yes, gathering. I see them like making plans, and making sure that everything is in order, and that everyone is agrees to how things are going to develop. But yes, I see them like really, at first it's really awkward. They are also very concerned about money, because we have the Six of Pentacles here. So definitely there's this sense that they could have like some kind of differences, some kind of difference of opinion, and kind of argument when it comes to the shares, of if they're going to get paid, or if you're going to receive something, that it has to be equal. um, and I think that they are going to go through a moment where they will be there will be a bit of tension. I'm not going to say that it's actually about the group or within the group, because actually I see them like putting the effort and being really professional about it. So I think that probably this resistance or this combativeness may actually come from, I don't know, a higher position, for example, a CEO, a manager, a lawyer, someone that it's obviously in charge of these kinds of agreements. So I see them like actually joining forces together in order to go and reclaim, or to complain about that this payment, or this retribution, needs to be equal, and needs to be they're going to have very strong demands when it comes to money. For example, that it needs to be um, a representation of their effort, in the sense that they really are bringing the best of themselves to keep this dynamic as a group. And they know that they feel, the ones that remain feel like they are always the one that probably are the ones that are had always been really stable, and try to always do their job right, or do their role right. So I'm not saying that the others don't, but I'm saying that definitely they want a recognition, and also an acknowledgement of their effort to be there, to be here doing this, because I think that they had grown, they had matured a lot. So I don't see them like, actually I see them in these positions of being kings, of being really knowledgeable and really experienced. And so they are standing up for themselves in a very different posture. They have some demands, they have some requests, and they demand to be heard. So I think that they will come with this attitude of, okay, here we are, you have us here. we will deliver like we always do, but we want a higher price, or we want a certain amount of money, and also a bonus this and this and this and this. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth with the company about whether they are going to get it or not. um and I see from the other side actually being really manipulative too. I see that the company, especially there's a female here. I don't know if the company has a female CEO. I don't think so. But like I said, there's always a female that is behind finances or is behind the way that money is handled. So I think that she is definitely like, she's also a fighter, and she's also very strict. So I think that she will try to be as fair as possible, and she will probably stay by the side of the group of EXO, and she will give them what they want. But there's someone that if it wasn't for this female, this other person would be like playing with their emotions, or playing with their needs, or playing with their patience, because there's someone that is really manipulative. That I don't think it's a CEO. I think that it's like a manager, or like a spokesperson for the CEO. Like I don't know, like it's the one that delivers the message. So he always contemplates, and he always wants to make everything more beneficial for the company, not for the artist. This person is not he doesn't care for the artist. He wants the company to spend less or not at all if it's possible. But then comes this female that she's really strong, and she's really like independent, and she's really like straightforward, and she will be like, oh no, we need to give them what they want. And actually I see them actually achieving a lot, because the last cards that came out, it's the Ace of Wands and the Sun. So definitely it's going to be very successful, very fiery, very passionate. I don't know the style of the music that they're going to bring, but I have the feeling that it's going to have a lot of passion, a lot of fire. I don't know if it's the probably if they will have a choreography, if maybe the choreography will be like tough, or will be like very strong and intense. But I see them enjoying themselves. I see them like lighting up this fire that actually has been put out for a while. I think that they will be able to reconnect with their craft, with their work, with their passion, with the fans. And like I said, everything that I mentioned before about them not feeling as connected as they used to be is not because of the fandom, and it's not because of the people that are not there. It's just that they, as individuals, they had different experiences, and they had gone through a lot of stuff individually. So I think they're definitely making a big effort to come back, to really come back. Because I believe that they do it for the fans. They do it for the fans because they are very grateful. But at the same time, it's not something that comes out easily out of them. It will take a lot of them to adapt, because some of them had to leave probably other activities that they had in in their everyday lives, or probably other lifestyle. I think that they are not in the same state as they were when they started, when they used to live in the dorms, when they used to train in hours and hours, and then when they used to spend hours and hours in the company training and recording and rehearsals and photo shoots. And I think that they also lost a bit of touch. But yes, But definitely, I see this fire burning again. So it's really nice. It's really I think these are beautiful cards, but it also talks about the development of their own personas and of their own circumstances. I think that they definitely are going through different paths emotionally and as individuals. So there's a big like disconnection, and also because um, there's also a lot of nostalgia here. There's a lot of things that they lost. There were a lot of moments of uncertainty that they spent together. So it's like going back is like a reminder of all those hardships. So this is why now I think that they stand in this position of feeling a bit more like grounded and a bit more like more decisive and more like assertive when it comes to asking for what they want, and to be really really serious about it, really to be really strong, to be really like powerful, like don't hesitate, like just keep pushing until they give you the what you want, because I think that they are definitely putting the effort here, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So, because I don't think that they actually feel motivated. And it's not because, like I said before, it's not because they don't love music, it's not because they don't love what they do, it's not because they don't love the fans, it's just that it's not the same anymore. There's no motivation. There's no like there isn't like a real reason, except that they but then when they start to get in this process, then they get connected with the real reason, that it's that they are artists and that this is where they belong in this process of being a creator, or in the process of getting involved in the process of creating something. So I think that it, like I said, it's also something that it talks about their inner their identity as artists, because I think that some of them had like been away from the artist role of, I mean, they had been doing other things, but I mean as a group, so they somehow had lost touch about what it's like to be EXO again, and to try to adapt to what it is, and who are still present, and also to be very respectful, and to be very loving and thankful to the fans that also are still there, despite of all the drama, despite of all the different changes and transformations. They are still there. They are still there waiting. So this is why I'm making this reading, because I know that probably, I don't know if I have a lot of EXO fans in my subscribers, but I'm sure that someone is going to want to hear this. So this is why I do it, and I want you to be okay. I want you to feel okay about them, because actually they are going to be really good, because with the sun card, it means that a lot of achievements and a lot of recognition and a lot of joy. They're going to really enjoy this. But I'm not going to lie. This was hard to actually put into actions and make it a reality, because of the different personalities, different lifestyles, different schedules. It was hard for them to actually get together and make this. So they definitely need the recognition, and they definitely deserve it, because they are still putting the effort, and they are still putting the love and the will, despite of everything that they went through. So I'm going to leave it, guys, here. This is all I have for EXO members and their new comeback that is coming soon. So if you like the video, please give it a like and share it with some EXOs if you have some EXOs, fellow EXOs out there. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.